Steak sandwiches look good. They even taste good. But having to chew and eat them is kind of a chore. Unless you splurged and got some super premium steaks, eating a steak sandwich is going to be quite the workout for your jaw muscles. Even if you were to chew through it, the steak is, well, not dry, but just moist enough. And chefs often hide that fact by putting way too much sauce on the steak. Well, not this steak sandwich. This bad boy is dripping wet with juicy deliciousness. So what did I do? Take out another credit card to buy some super expensive fatty Wagyu? No, in fact, you don't even need prime steak to make this. But how do I make it super juicy? Stay tuned. Now, what's a steak sandwich without a steak? Can someone come up with a punchline for me? I was kind of rushed and didn't really have time to flesh out the script. Now, I recommend using a New York strip steak. It's already kind of hoagie shaped. And if you can, do pay a little more extra money to get a good steak. Trust me, if you make the mistake I did in buying a cheap steak, well, let's just say you better have enough money for dental work. Now, even though the steak clearly has lots of good marbling, that alone is not going to make our steak sandwich awesome. In order to make it unctuous and juicy, even with the marbling, we're going to have to dry brine it. It's really simple. Just take some salt and generously season both sides. Place our steak on a cooling rack and let this thing dry brine in the refrigerator for an hour minimum. Oh, and Danny Lord, don't worry, I'm using my fridge, not the main fridge. Alright, with the disclaimer out of the way, how does dry brining a steak work? Thankfully, I recently covered this topic in my tri-tip video. Here it is. When you put salt on a raw piece of steak, it pulls out the moisture from within. That moisture then dissolves the salt. And through the power of osmosis, that briny liquid is then reabsorbed into the steak, which also breaks down some of the connective tissue. So not only are you getting a nice tender piece of steak, you're getting a nice flavorful tender piece of steak. Okay, while our steak dry brines, let's make a condiment for the sauce. A nice creamy garlic mayo. I have here in a bowl 1 egg yolk, to which we'll add half a teaspoon of salt, the juice of half a lemon, 2 cloves of minced garlic. Hey, CRJ coming to you from post-production. This was way too much garlic. Just use 1 clove. And then let's add 1 cup of canola oil. And yes, I am aware of all the seed oil controversies. I'm working on a video exposing this whole racket. Believe that. Okay, what the hell happened to this spoon? Well, whatever, let's just do a taste test. It's a little too acidic, so I'm going to add just a tiny bit of sugar just to soften the blow. Alright, that's perfect. Now, let me go take this spoon to a chiropractor. Okay, now let's make another condiment for our sandwich, chimichurri. I bet I'm pissing off the less is more crowd. Oh my god, I'm dead! Listen, when it comes to a sad boy acoustic emo song, yeah, sure, it works. But a sandwich, the more the merrier, baby. If I ever have a wonderful season finale, I will make the best damn sandwich I could ever make. I don't know what it is yet, but it'll come one day. Okay, so let's take 1 ounce of parsley and put it into a mini chopper. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, depending on their size. Blitz this baby good. Probably shouldn't say that now that we have a newborn in the house. Alright, everything's nice and chopped. Transfer everything into a small mixing bowl. Okay, let's add about a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. Half a teaspoon of salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes. And finally, half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Alright, our chimichurri is complete. Alright, do a time card thing. Uh-oh, filming light broke and I couldn't light myself properly. Oh well, guess I'll have to voice over this part. So take our dry brine steak, put it in a skillet, and cook it for about 4.5 minutes. Then after 4.5 minutes, flip to the other side. No, wait. Add some oil. Then flip it to the other side. And cook for 4.5 minutes. And just to be safe, flip it back to the other side to get a proper crust. But before you transfer to a plate, let's sear off that fat cap. Then let's toast our sandwich roll, preferably a ciabatta or something ciabatta-like, and then we're off to make the sandwich. Alright, our steak has rested enough. Now let's slice away. If you think that's delicious now, wait until you have it on the sandwich. Ah. If you think that's delicious now, wait until you have it on the sandwich. Okay, alright, steak slice, let's make the sandwich. First, let's spread on our garlic mayo we made earlier. Layer on our sliced steak, some of our chimichurri, some sliced tomatoes, and finally some arugula. Alright, our sandwich is done, and this cow is going to devour this cow. And joking aside, 2025 is not my year, so any little bit helps. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, support me on Patreon. Thank you a lot for being patient. This has been Jay's Cuttin Kitchen. I'm CRJ, making cooking fun, and meaning it this time. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, smash the like button. If you really liked the video, become a subscriber and hit the bell notification icon. I upload every... Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and support me on Patreon. Sorry about all my filming mistakes. It's my first day back. Again.